Welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Valheim Gaming here. This is a game here I'm going to play. I'm a guy with lots of stuff. I have weapons and food and ambitions. So we're going to head off onto a fun journey today. Thanks for watching the last one. If you missed it, I went and rescued my corpse because I got murdered appropriately. So today we're going to head up to here. We're continuing our search for, I guess this game has some new vendors or some shit like that. But we're going to do some new area exploring that is in previous approaches have been kind of scary and nearly deadly. So we're gearing up, which of course means making onion soup. I don't have wood. Well, there's a pill for that. Hi. Okay. Don't. So yeah, we're going to grab a bunch of our stuff. We're going to head up north. It's going to be a little bit of a careful approach. I want to make sure that I can kind of gauge. Why is there no? There it goes. I want to gauge how strong how much I'm able to battle the bad guys. I don't want to just go barreling in, but we are definitely going to probably be finding us some new items, which means new recipes. Those are the most exciting moments in the game, in my opinion. And it's like the part in the Matrix when he like learns how to fly a helicopter, and he's like, "Okay, I know how to fly a helicopter now." And you're like, "Whoa!" He's like, "I know kung fu." He just downloads information. It's kind of like that. Those are the big upgrade moments. But we're going to need stamina. We're going to need health. And most of all, we're going to need each other. Okay? That's what's most important thing on the planet is each other. Looking out for each other. Holding the door open when you're carrying a big old TV. Maybe handing something to a friend while you're trying to clip your cat's nails. You know, stuff like that. How you been? Let me know in the comments below. That's fun. That's fun. Nothing says sincerity like immediately puffuting at that question. All right, so we're making some food here. Hopefully, we'll get some new cooking recipes too. A lot of work on the base. Maybe I'll give you a quick little tour. Those of you that watched these videos from before, that's serpent stuff. So we're gonna kind of grab a lot of this. Don't need that. Oh yeah, I know what I was thinking. Yeah, we got to get some health, some medicine here. This stuff is one of those things it's always good to have on standby. Frost resistance, don't need that. What does this shit do? Just a stamina regeneration. You can drink and then you have much better stamina. All right, let me get rid of these onions. I might build a little base up where we're going so we can sort of stash some of this stuff. We'll just take a crappier hammer. I don't know why I really care about that. It's literally not much of anything. So I want some more arrows. Oh, I don't have any more obsidian arrows. All right. Okay. I think I need feathers. Oops. Yeah, so I've been kind of planning this for quite a while. I took a bit of a break from playing this game for a decent stretch. Sort of got back into it. Don't have a ton of hours during the week. I do probably play more games than I should. I play Rocket League quite a bit. I kind of enjoy that game. Been playing it for some years. It's sort of a nice break. Fast twitch, really quick. Sometimes I get annoyed at myself for my mistakes, but I just try to have fun playing. It's fun to win, but it's also weird. It's like it's an online, you play with other people, so you're constantly getting yelled at by jerks. It's fun. It's just a funny expectation to expect a stranger that you can't communicate with to be completely perfect. Okay, I don't need all the onions. I don't need all the damn onions. I do need some more wolf jerky. Sorry, I'm a little bit scattered. Oh, wait, what this stuff is pretty good, too, isn't it? 65.21. 33.33. Yeah, let's bring some wolf skewers. That's... There it is. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get some locks. That's those big animals, big deer... I guess they're deer looking. They're more like woolly mammoths. How are we doing here? Shrimp are on their siesta. Okay, so a little quick tour of the base. You might remember this tower I had built. This is a safety tower. way overkill. Didn't really need all this stuff here, but I had fun designing it. It's actually busted up a bit. I got to do a little bit of work on it. So this fence thing is new. I closed this off, and I actually built this. The trolls come by and they fuck up your walls, man. They really jack you up. So this whole front area was all raised dirt shit. So I've added some. See, the flooring is different. I'm still kind of working on this whole spot. So I'm kind of filling in and cleaning it up. It's a much more psychologically satisfying area. I'm gonna this area is gonna be kind of like my hub of all the different gates that these stargates that we use to travel around. Some people just have one or two in their entire playthrough, and that's sufficient. But I have a lot of reorganizing to do as far as this inventory stuff. This is my workshop, and so since this has all just been recently expanded, this whole spot, I have a much more secure wall. This will end up being kind of like a bigger workshop area. Although I do kind of like this spot. Anyway, this is all working for me, even though this is a little bit tight. Thing is that this red thing, I don't think I can build another one. There were 3 of them at the beginning, and I tore one down, and then it's gone. See how this has one inventory, this little white one? There was a green one. Yeah, and I got rid of it, thinking I could just make another one, and I can't. The green one had 2 slots. So I'm probably going to keep this area. Got a fondness for it. I am the one who chops. That's from my roommate James. He did that one. That's fun. So, but I am going to expand out like my little, this is that level 4 trollfish I was talking about in the last episode. So make sure you go check that out. We were on the water for a good chunk of that. I'm going to like expand out this area. It's going to be sort of inventory. And then as time gets on, I'm going to kind of work on my ingesting stuff. I want to bring goods home, and then I want to take, I just want to like take all the guesswork out of it. Minimize the amount of chests I have to open up and close. So yeah, this whole front area is kind of cool. Looks way better, I think, overall. I think I'd already built out this thing. So I also built out, that's going to hurt. Built out this wall and added this gate, although this is still very risky because a troll could smash this wood out pretty fast. So this is pretty cool. Gives you a sense for the kind of creative stuff. And I mean that like this is like nothing, in my opinion. You could build out huge structures, add all kinds of crazy stuff, make it all kinds of shapes, any kind of floor, as many floors as you want. So yeah, we have this cool gate here. I like building these kind of roof thingies. Pretty fun. Little bench here for sitting. Want to sit just to gain your rest, just have a chill, pop a squat. Maybe your buddies aren't there yet. It's always nice to have a bench somewhere. Unlike American cities, I would design it so that homeless people could use it. That's like such a liberal thing to say, to be like, yes, I would be the one who lets the homeless people sleep on the benches, because they use these anti-people architecture to like prevent people from bedding down, when they put, that's a whole thing in the world. But no, maybe we could, if it were my choices, we would get rid of the idea that being homeless was even possible. We would design a society around the concept that it's a universal human right. High quality, good, safe housing should be available. And is there somehow going to involve money? Unfortunately, probably. Does that fucking matter? Absolutely not. We need to start respecting human beings. Anyway, you can hear my politics in all my other videos anyway. So yeah, I have this little bit here. This is where dudes come in and they get slaughtered right away when they're trying, so they can enter. I don't know if this is a good tactical design idea, but it is fun to watch them run straight into the spikes. Starting to put up decorations. I built out this whole wall thing. You might have seen the bridge I had before, but I just wanted it to be a bit more secure. And honestly, I could build much bigger walls, much thicker walls. The stupid trolls come by and they really jack it up, man, with like a big stick. So this is still a work in progress, but if you remember the last one, man, it sucked. I didn't have any of this, none of this space. I did these like weird little freaky armor stands for different outfits. This is kind of, I think eventually we'll do more of that. The farm here, tons of onions that are picked out. No, not going to bother digging all those up right now. I'm just going to go let's grab a couple things here. Yeah, here we go. 4 is plenty. And then we're going to head off on our adventure. So I had just promised that I'd give a tour of the base updates. So, I mean, look how much better this is. It just feels so much better, and it's something I want to do in my life, in my life overall. Is create a space, use my living space and where I exist, where I spend so much of my time, as a way to contribute to mental ease. And now this is the area that's great, is that I have all the skulls of my victims. This is a fun little spot. Probably going to build it out. It's definitely put some, and this is cool. This is a blue fire. They last forever too, so 4 of those will go for a while. Looks really cool at night. Obviously, I can change out these decorations. This is the Wraith trophy, the black hoodie that I was telling you about. I have 2 of those. Those are really, really fun. We're looking at getting more trophies. Good. I could use that one. Yeah, so I kind of designed the floor to look cool. This whole spot was a bit of a ugly mess here. I had a bunch of shit. And it's just, nice to have something symmetrical. And I kind of want to, I have this temptation to take these guys and like really condense them. Not just these 4, but like to add. It'd be cool if the entire wall, that was like, 3 rows of 8 on each one of these blocks. Really go nuts with it. I never finished that floor right there. Yeah, so lots of work to do if I want to make it super cool, but holy crap, what a difference, huh? Just, how do I turn off walking? Nope, that's auto walk. Yeah. Just a complete, oh yeah, I can put an egg. I have 2 of these eggs here at the base. There's one, you can see one all the way up there. Actually, I met a guy once. He said he worked at Disney World, and he said that he knew a spot where if you stood, you could see 3 separate Alvin and the Chipmunks. Alvin, I think. I was like, fuck, bro, that is some trade secrets there. Where is this spot? And let's go. Yeah. So let's just, we have a cool base now. Look at this cool little base. You got smoke flying up there. That blue light looks cool as hell at nighttime. That one doesn't have a helmet. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing that has been cooking, I even made videos about this one, was I had a pig farm I had started, which never worked. I got attacked by flying assholes, and they killed my pigs, and they fucked me all up, which is why I built these towers, which, of course, now I'm way overpowered for the flying jerks, that I don't need to worry about them as much anymore. But I still need to keep my pigs protected. So I have this, like, channel for gathering the pigs. I'm going to use this to get the angry ones, but I've never gotten them to breed because they got killed. So I have one friendly pig right here. They've already gotten to be buddies. Boar. Sup, Boar? Aw, Boar, I love you too. Let's rename Boar to Pig Daddy 2. Oh, there is no room for 2. Okay. Pig Daddy 2. Now, Pig Daddy 2 is obviously going to have a hard time making pig daddies without a pig mommy. So we're going to have to go find another pig. Let's just see if there's any around we can lure into our trap. I see one. Come on. You there. Now this pig will be upset. I really want to find a level 1 pig with the star. Come on. Wild and frightened, eh? Sounds like my childhood. So this is the process. Although honestly, I could probably have a roof over where I'm going to park this fellow. Could be better defended, and I might need to carve out even more space. But anyway, it's already kind of exciting just to know that shit's about to go down. And by that, I mean boars having sex. Hopefully they're not loud about it. Find that kind of inappropriate, to be honest. Come on. Right this way. Okay. Now you belongs to me. Come at me, boar. All right. Ha ha, you suck. I don't know how many of these like fenced off chambers I'm going to need. We're going to figure it all out. Let's grab a carrot. I've been kind of messing with these different ones. Getting a feel for like what foods they eat and stuff. And it seems carrots and red mushrooms do well. Perfect. And then we'll just toss 4 in there, right? Eat. And then you will love me. But you know what? Let's just repair. Just do a quick bit of repairs in case someone haven't been into this area in a while. All right, we'll let that work. That'll happen as we're gone, as we get going on our adventure up into the plains, which is sort of our first entry into the plains. I did all this off stream. I mean, most of this fixing up. I really just feel so much better being at the base now. It's such a big ass area too. I could have kept the base like this size, maybe a little bigger than this, but I could have totally done just a twice that footprint and done a whole thing. But I want to have cool rooms. I have a whole nother big project of doing a basement, and it's going to be like a bunch of cool, mostly stone. So it'll be like a really white, the stone is sort of a white color, like a white gray. So it'll be much more lit differently, and probably integrated with some wood stuff. But I really this game tickles my brain in a way that I need my brain tickled. So much tickling. Okay, so we got to go get arrows. We're going to go to sleep. We're going to set off in the morning. That's fine. I don't think we need 100. All right, and then we're going to head off. There probably are some good tactical reasons to use some of this stuff. This is my full armor. My best armor. Don't have the best pickaxe, but I could upgrade. It's fine. Oh yeah, okay. I know what I'm sitting here thinking, like, there's something I'm missing. Let's just do. Yeah, we want to be able to put some gates down. So I would never remember what they cost. Okay, 1022. Okay, so let's go 40. 20, 4, and we'll call it, we'll have 1 return there. Let's build another one. We'll call it this Plains Ret. Any chance I'll remember that? Let me know in the comments below. Let's see. Hold on. So here's the move. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Okay. Wait a minute. There it goes. Okay. All right. Sorry. Map. I got to get in here and clean up this. This is all just not. Plains Rat. Okay. So we have one that's unconnected there. Return. You know what would be better? Let's go to the start. Do I even have one up? See, I don't have this. I want to have this organized so it's kind of intuitive. This is back to the part where I picked my bonus. I'm going to do a bone mass thing. That's the defense one. But I want to sort of set that whole hub area up where it's sort of like, I don't know. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to organize it, but I know there's smart ways and there's dumb ways. So oh yeah. I don't have a bone mass trophy for some reason. I don't know why. I should. But okay. 2 hammers. All right. So now my power that I have available to me will be much better defense, which is good. Sweet. So let's rename this to return. That's kind of like my default. So I have return 1, return 2, return 3. Okay. All right. I'm excited. This has been like actually something I've been wanting to get to for quite a while, and I'm really glad to do it on camera, share it with my friends, with you. Sometimes I think, do it on do just the first 20 minutes and then put it on Patreon. And I'm like, that's probably a good idea. But also, hey, fuck it, just put it in like. I don't have that kind of confidence that people are gonna be like, man, that guy, I was having a blast until the guy said go to Patreon. Now fuck that shit. Guy wasn't that interesting. I really hope to build out this channel and eventually end up in a space where I'm not just doing political and news and stuff, because that stuff is fucking exhausting. I mean, I want this to be part of the offering, you know? I want to be able to. So we're going to go start up at Haldor, my homie. Make sure we eat a little bit. You know, if there's more of an audience and people like this stuff, and, you know, maybe there's a day where people like have comments or questions and stuff, then maybe we can keep a conversation going. I'm the one that kind of has to come up with all the oh, maybe I should have gotten my okay, sorry. Yeah, we got to go find. I don't even know where it is. Shit. Is it there? No. That's a piece of dark metal. Yeah, I have a frost hammer fully upgraded, but honestly, it's a really powerful weapon, but I don't even know where I put it. Shit. Ouch. No. No. That's my puffer chest. Nope, not there. No. Not those. No. I did a whole bunch of reorganizing in the base. Ah, there it is. That's good. That's perfect. Oh man, should I get the wishbone too in case we find stuff? I don't. This does work in the swamps, but they've upgraded the game since I've been playing, so it's plausible that it always felt underwhelming that you wouldn't necessarily. It didn't seem to do much in other areas, so like it seems to make sense that they might have expanded stuff you might be able to find. So why the hell not? Time for onions and carrots. Okay, but I want to put yes to reduce accidental presses. What was I saying? Yeah, it'd be cool to be able to do this stuff. I did a whole bunch of gaming on SuckProfessor, shit tons of gaming. Some guy was watching my Witcher playthrough and left me a nice Twitter message, and I wrote him back, and then he wrote me back, and then I didn't write him back, and now I feel bad about it. I should have. Anyway, okay, cool. So now we have the that. We have the good arrow. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go at it a little careful though. I'm a bit of a tedious little dweeb. In fact, I'm going the wrong way. Blueberries. It's so hard not to pick those up. I just want to grab them all. I want to take them all. I've been up and around this area a decent amount. I know there's like a chest full of stuff somewhere. Oh, we got a troll. Actually, let's just get this fool to come. Oh, good, he's got a stick. We like those. I got lots of stamina for running. No, you can't hit me. We'll see if we can get him to fight dudes up. So this is not at all my plan. I mean, my plan was to go in very carefully, but now that I've got a giant blue tank behind me, I'm just going to go charging in and see if he can fight some of the locals. Because what I was going to do was chop down all these trees. These freaking mosquitoes come at you, and they just wreck you, man. They're brutal. And so I was going to like carefully thin out the trees in order to be able to. Oh shit! I'm stuck on a fucking tree. In order to be able to detect. Let me eat more. In order to be able to detect the mosquitoes, but this is more entertaining. Look for mosquitoes. Look for mosquitoes. You got to always scan. It's a whole different emotional feeling. Being we got a 1 star. Good. That's fun. Oh, we got some loxes already right there. That's cool. Maybe we'll get him to fight those. That might be a fun little start. Oh, he got me. There we go. Oh! Get him. So I have pretty good armor. He's going at him. Yeah, 1 point. A death skeeto. Get out my... Okay, where's that fucking mosquito at? Ooh, the mosquito killed the dude. Okay, locks is probably gonna. I'll work on I'll get better at this part. Yeah, bitch. So I can survive a hit or two, which is good. How's the troll? Oh, the locks is whooping the troll. Isn't that fun? That was worth it. Now we gotta fight this angry bear, which is fun. We just gotta keep running. So I got high stamina. I gotta remember to not fuck that up. That's what I did fatally last time. I should be this bow I have also adds poison to the damage, which is fun. Maybe the fire, but these are oh, I don't even think I'm shooting obsidian arrows yet. Yep. Okay, just use the terrain to my. This is where having more than just me playing makes this game a lot better. Stamina's low. Oh yeah, this was a house. Actually, I had a troll at me, and I just kept out of his way while he destroyed the house. It was a stone, one of those big stone ones. Hey man, you die. Okay, now we can go cautiously and gather up a bunch of this stuff. Yeah, me and my roommate, he can get in here and play. It's really helpful when you have more than one person. Okay. Yeah, this is a good spot. So we'll set up a little base here, I think. Is that a... What do I have here? Bunch of stuff. We'll just drop some of this junk off I don't really need. Grab some wood. Lock spelt already. I like it. I'm kind of surprised that that troll could barely take on the locks, man. Maybe the mosquito took a hit on him. I didn't quite catch that or not. But yeah, their meat is tasty. This is exciting. I'm already having a blast. I was gonna go all tedious, just trying to like slowly chop down the trees. So, but I wanted to do this over a bit closer to the village because I'd already done some tree pruning. I just need to be able to see this frickin' mosquitoes, but I don't want to be right up on it because that's a way to. Sometimes the mosquitoes will like chase a animal in. Like, you know, they interact. Like there's this like gradient where the different biomes will interact. Okay. Let's set up a house. Did I not even bring my hoe? Son of a bitch. At least we got some copper here eventually, maybe. Okay. All right. Workbench. Just go. Okay. All right. The hell you mean missing requirement? How dare you? Okay, switch that one there. Got some tasty blueberry bushes. Keep us well fed. Yeah, this is actually going to be tedious, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. All this tree removal I'm planning on. I might not do it all. I want to have a straight line shot to the plains. And I was going to, like, maybe I'll come back and do that on my own at a different way. Okay, why do I have a bunch of stone? All right. These fucking deers are so annoying. Okay. I don't really have any kind of big designs or anything here. I'm just kind of... It's a nice little spot for a door, huh? Nope. I've learned to kind of keep the this thing away a little bit because it's annoying when it's going off. Plane rat. Did it go? Oh. 2? Plains rat. Plains rat. There it is. The Cialis finally worked. Did you guys hear my old boss is running for president? What? Cenk Uygur putting his hat in the ring. America needs a hero. He's got his reasons. It would be kind of interesting if he overturns the precedent about the people who are naturalized citizens being not being allowed to be president. I think it's a very, very steep climb to achieve that, but I'm for it. I think it's important. It is a discrimination. I don't think that we should hang on to that part of America's nativist origins. What am I doing here? I'm trying to get build some this guy here. So, Godspeed. I will have opinions on that whole situation. But I'll save those for later. I think it's very fascinating having worked at the Young Turks and having I was one of like the first 1,000 paying members. I think I had this pretty weird history with the company that extends deeper than most people understand. Yeah, a buddy that I recommended the show to because I was listening to like Majority Report, Air America stuff, Tom Hartman. But a buddy of mine at the time who I recommended the show to became one of their first outside hires, and like he and I drove across the country when he moved to LA to work for them. It was a big deal. It was pretty cool. Good for worked out. And that's the contact I had that got me the opportunity to move there. When I moved in 2013 to go work there, so I worked at like when they were still at the on Current TV for a bit, and then I did freelance after that. I quit in like early 2015, 14. Because I was just feeling like I wasn't fulfilling, things weren't working in the way I wanted. I wanted to like focus more on my comedy stuff, and of course that was a huge mistake that I ended up struggling really badly for that time. But I did do freelance for them doing headlines because that's what I ended up doing there. I worked with Jimmy Dore when he was doing the Jimmy Dore Show at TYT during those years. But even beyond that, I was because I had a contact at TYT, I was the guy who recommended Jimmy Dore to the Young Turks. I was doing stand-up in Chicago. Jimmy's show, comedy and everything else, was his podcast he did with Todd Glass and Steph, his wife, Steph Zamorano. And it was a good show. He talked politics sometimes, but it was just, as a young starting out comedian, I was super into anybody talking comedy. And Jimmy had like progressive lefty politics. Certainly not where he is today, and definitely not where I was at that time either. My politics have very much gone left. I like when things are evened out here. And in fact, I had to tell him twice. I remember being like a month after, or I was like, "Yeah, check out this Jimmy guy." And then they invited this because he was in LA, and then they invited this comedian Jimmy Dore onto their show. I think that videos are still up on their channel on TYT. And so yeah, like I literally without my suggestion, Jimmy Dore would not have made it onto the Young Turks. Although maybe being in LA, they might have come across him at some point, but that's impossible to know. But Yeah, that's kind of nutty, isn't it? Isn't that crazy? So I wound up working there. It's a big deal, man. I had to sell my business, move, sell all my stuff, all within like 5 weeks. It was a tough time. I got it done, moved to LA. I really regret the whole thing, man. It turned out to be probably not a good thing for me. But there's also stuff I didn't really have awareness of. 10 years later, I learned I'm autistic after several very difficult decades. But I'd been spinning out into strange mental issues, and had had mental and other issues my entire life. So learning I was autistic was an enormous relief. Still kind of stuck in a bit of a pit in life too, for sure. But man, what a fucking amazing and surprising that was. I don't know if completely clueless what it was. Didn't know what it was. I had this concept of like the stereotype of like a child. I never thought of adults having autism. And I just sort of thought of it as like not that I had any strict notion. I hadn't considered it beyond the idea that I thought it seemed like something that was difficult, and that I hoped families that with a child with autism got the help that they, I never had any kind of negative feelings or anything. I just hardly regarded it. And the idea I had of it was like probably a kid with odd behaviors, impulse issues, nonverbal, or unable, but like didn't have any concept. And so then suddenly I'm reading an article that's describing me hyperthinking, overactive brain, overactive imagination. You have to remember though that autism has very widely ranging manifestations in different people. So just however I describe myself is definitely not what you should think is how all autistic people are. It's very important for you to understand that. Different profiles, like video game loadouts, describing people that have had difficulties with friendships their entire life, hard time integrating into social circles, and having often not realizing, or often having a problematic, well, maybe not, that's not the right word, but difficult boundary detection. And then I kind of realized after, and a whole bunch of other things too, along with kind of like late developmental stage things. Like I hit my developmental phases at way later years. And I also had some generational family shit, stuff that caused things to be harder than they needed to be. But that's a very classic American story. All right, look at this nice little invasion base we're building here, huh? Yeah. And I've since come to realize I'm probably almost certainly ADHD as well. That almost seems impossible not to be that. But, yeah, man. Wild stuff. I really hope to connect with other autistic folks and talk to them. And I see a lot of videos, and I've read a couple of books, tons of articles, tons of Reddit threads, a few skeleton interlopers. Get out of here, skeleton interloper. Scaloper. See, I'm a term coiner, guys. I coin terms. I am an asshole that aspires to coin terms. I want people to say like, this man coined a term. And people go, oh my God, really? The video game guy? So you learn you're autistic, and then what happens is you go back through your entire fucking life and you relive every single trauma you've ever had. And it was worsened because you didn't know. And, yeah. And then you're like, eventually, it is wild though. Like you kind of come out, like after a few months of like pondering, wasn't just that one night. But then I told my dad, told my mom, and trying to get them. It just really changed things though. I really just rewrote the story about my whole life, because I'd always, another kind of hallmark of unidentified, but even people who identify at young ages have a hard time sometimes. I was like a promising kid. I have, here's how I kind of figured out how to say it. Like I have social skills, but I don't have socialization skills. I'm good at social skills, but I'm bad at socializing. I'll say weird things. I'll try to be funny at the wrong moment. I'm naturally funny, which is fairly rare. Most autistic people, some autistic people aren't all that funny. That's a weird thing to say. But, you know, I've also got like strong language and verbal ability, which apparently, you know, as my mom used to tell stories about me as a kid, how adorable it was that at age 2, I was speaking like fluent sentences, and how unusual that was. And that's a thing called hyperlexia. So it comes with it's a neurodevelopmental condition. Some people say disorder. I don't mind the word disorder. I don't really. All I care about is if someone is speaking in good faith or bad faith, as much as the. You know, I don't think people are trying to hurt unless they're actually just deliberately, stubbornly staying misinformed or, you know, whatever. But I'm not going to get worked up about shit like that. So I need to actually wall these off a little bit better. Yeah, we'll just close it in. Nah, let's do this. So it's essentially, I kind of want to write a book, and my working title is "Ow, My Autism." There's a lot of language, kind of differentiation in terms of how you're supposed to talk about it. Identity first. It's a big, interesting topic, but it's a indelible neurodevelopmental disorder, and by indelible I mean that it's as need some lights in this place, huh? Here, let's get a fire. Do I have enough stuff for if I need wood? Stone? Who the hell needs stone? Well, here's some. It's as fundamental to your being as the number of fingers on your hand, as the 7 fingers on your hand. So it's not a thing you get rid of. It's not a thing you cure. It's not a thing you fix. But it does result in social dysregulation is one of the more common kind of shared features of it. It can take lots of different. Did I not just grab a bunch of stone? Maybe I didn't have the room for it. Oh, I see. Okay, hang on. Okay. Yeah, we'll do some working on this house here, and then we'll. Kind of nice having this nice little weird invasion base. Let's get some heat. Yes. Okay, so we need some chests. The way I think of it, I'm always trying to think of ways to describe it in a way, because essentially, I don't know if this is actually accurate. So I'm gonna use the word more. I'm not sure if that's quite right, but it's kind of like having more nervous system than other people. It's like having more neurons. It always ends up with things being with brain and body processes happening that are notably either excessive or under than others. And so think of it like one kind of way is like some people have. When you're being 3D printed in your mother's womb, you might have something wired you up. So you have an electrician wire your house. And most people have the same electrician, but pretty much the same amount of wiring, roughly. That's what you'd call neurotypical. But autistic people have basically had 2 electricians and they didn't work together. That's kind of a way I've come up with talking about it. Another sort of thing is like, the way your thyroid gland might overproduce thyroid, it's kind of like having a brain and a nervous system that overproduces thoughts and feelings and also affects physical stuff. One of the reasons I never got noticed is because I'm actually a very high masking, or at least I think I'm not anymore. I think I used to be. That's partially kind of the trouble with it. It comes with a lot of interesting abilities too, like things that are it can. I mean, it doesn't always, but if you think about that, you end up with variable I'm sorry, I'm not explaining it well, but they've done studies. So one of the studies shows that autistic minds tend to be at the default mode network, which is basically what your brain does when you're not focusing on something. uh, autistic people, this one study showed, seemed to be 42% more active or some kind of information at that level. If you take this premise that it's basically like a gland that is overproducing, right? Your brain overproduces basically, from a fundamental wiring kind of thing. Now, just imagine the possible variability that's inherent in the way the brain is built. The fact that it's the most complex thing in the universe. I actually asked my brother about that. He's a neuroscience professor. I was like, is it really true? Is that, I hear that. And he's like, well, he goes, elephants have more neurons. They have bigger brains. It kind of depends on what you mean by complex, but like, okay, fine. Brain. Some animals have huge, bigger, larger brains, but the human brain is actually incredibly complex compared to other animals, right? Oh shit, don't go in there. And so if you're going to have some kind of variability, just like every trait in the world, autistic people are those whose brains have more variability, and that's neurodivergent in general, not just autistic people, but that's what that is, that you're going to have a wide range of how that variability manifests. So you get nonverbal autistic people who can't communicate or who struggle with communication until they find the right accommodation for that. You get autistic people tend to be kind of clumsy, I've noticed. No offense. But like, I'm not clumsy. I'm like not at all, which is another reason I was always kind of good at sports right away. Not like great or something, but I had a kind of proficiency with like athletic stuff a little bit. Like I always throw like a spiral football really easily, and I had a good arm in baseball. So, that's driving me nuts that it's not there. But you can think about the notion of how many different possible iterations of a nervous system, a brain, a mind are possible if your starting point is the most complex thing in the universe, or one of the two, if not the universe itself being among that list. One of the four, if you include elephant brain. I don't know. Just by sheer number of neurons, though, that's not necessarily how you measure complexity. So that's what accounts for why the fact that you might meet someone like myself and think, oh, that's autistic. That guy says he's autistic, but he's not like my cousin, or he's not like this one guy I met this one time. I felt way more uncomfortable around that guy. It's because you're talking about widely variable manifestations of less typical neurology, and they've done like brain activity studies showing that neurotypical people use roughly the same amount of energy, the same and generally the same spots. They can kind of study brain activity pretty accurately, and with more accuracy as time goes on. And neurotypical, that's like a phrase you'll see a lot in autistic stuff. It's a very common, because it's a major hallmark of autistic folks. Something I've absolutely experienced my entire life is difficulty with social stuff. Even though I can be charming, I can be funny, I can put people at ease, I can make jokes, I very much frequently think I know, I understand people really well. Okay, I just wanted to like make I'm hoping it doesn't break out too much at the top here. I want to make a little fire thing. But as I've learned, it's because I have, I think, exceptional pattern detection. The thing that is a known way so autistic brains tend to have, they sometimes lean real hard towards strict black and white thinking or literal thinking. Sometimes it means higher math skills than average or something like that. Mine's not that. I have good spatial reasoning, like geometry was always pretty easy for me, but oh god, my food is terrible. Okay. These guys, even though I'm their bit. I mean, they're my bitch. It's such a fascinating topic, though. It truly is, and it sucks not to know. Not knowing, I've had depression issues. I had an alcohol issue. And addiction is often or other compulsive behaviors is very much a thing that a lot of autistic people struggle with. the feelings and your emotions can be, and this is not something that you can just, it like how, like they can be so intense and so deep and so strong. I really want to write a book, like I've said, but you can often end up. Sorry, what was there? Where's I going with that? But how do you know? Like, how do I know I have deeper feelings than you? Because it's not about like competitive feeling. You know, what I mean, that's a strange kind of thing. But yeah, like I've had all these incidences in my life where I struggle to. I've had anxiety and depression problems for a long, long time. But like one of the interesting things what how my autism will be about is that I've actually been really accurately observing it and kind of cataloging it the many times of my life where I was like, oh, that was yeah, okay, yeah, that's definitely what that was. That's absolutely what that was. And just I didn't have any of the language or any of the knowledge or any of the comfort that comes from knowing there's an entire fucking complex world of people that are like me, or you know, think about, and I've always felt so alone, and I've always felt so weird and lost and uncomfortable, and autistic people struggle sometimes with the feeling of being perceived, just the notion that someone is looking at you and noticing you. And I've done stand-up comedy and I absolutely loved it. So these things sort of are complex, obviously, but I'm way more comfortable on stage talking to the audience rather than sitting in the audience. I'm much more relaxed if I'm the one they're all looking at and talking, and I'm talking. But yeah, and like my teen years were pretty rough. I got bullied, and like so there's a lot of trauma comes from an autistic childhood. I mean, Americans make childhood autistic. No, Jesus Christ. American culture makes childhood traumatizing almost without exception. But yeah, it's just an interesting topic, though, man. I could go on and on and on. Starting to look kind of cool. Get out of here, bush. Even these blueberry bushes are little. Oh fuck! What the stupid fucking VIGEM bus driver. I don't know if you're a PC Windows person, but I guess this like company was some deep Windows driver. It got bought, and so like they're trying to update the driver, but it bothers you with it. I looked it up on Reddit. It's not a malware thing. I left a lot of threads hanging with that autism stuff there, but biggest thing that's the most important thing that's ever happened in my life by a lot. Just completely blew me away to just like I for a while I thought I was a highly sensitive person. I've spent years trying to understand my brain, and have a kind of a unfortunate complex history with my mother, who's had mental challenges of her own that have been very definitional in my life. And yeah, so I'll just finish with a quick story, I guess, about that. Just happened yesterday. Well, now I'll get back to the story, but I know that I'm in like full on autistic burnout. I think things are starting to feel a little bit better, and I'm kind of I listened to this one podcast where they talked about burnout and what it means, and like occupational burnout. There's like different sort of categories of burnout, but the autistic burnout is understood to be like a very intense issue, and partly one of the symptoms of it is your autistic traits are generally the ones that are more disruptive are generally a bit more active. And so like I am so fucking sensitive to noise and sound and stuff, and it means my anxieties will kick off. I'll feel it. I'll feel the pain. I'll feel something. Okay, I'm gonna do boring stuff into one, and then like treasure in another. Planes items. I didn't have my wishbone equipped. All right. This is good. We got a base. So I'll go for a walk. I'll go even just going for a walk around the block, and I'll end up needing to decompress in a way that is just, unless you're autistic, you can't really understand it. But like, it's just like I get done, and you see me when I turn off the light, and I go, oh, it's like I could feel this tension just ease up on me. I've always been really hyper aware, which is the one girlfriend I've had. She used to get really annoyed by that. And like, I'm sorry, I know I'm trying not to be. I mean, we wouldn't really fight about it or something like that, but it was just, I could tell. I was like, I know. So you're of the humans, and in fact, almost more so. This is not don't, but yet you can't really read the right social cues. I have very hyper patterned. I think that's partially why and my empathy is really huge in a way that is not necessarily common. Like I'm pretty sure I have the hyper empathic profile kind of version of it. Because it's like I watch horror movies and stuff, and I get so overwhelmed. It's just so uncomfortable for me to watch those movies and stuff. It's kind of functions like my empathy functions almost like an allergy. It's almost like I just don't. It's a sort of a reaction, and then it just takes a long time for the rash to go away, sort of. So yesterday, and my roommate and I are really close buddies. Like we're basically platonic husbands. We've been living together for like 10 years. Like we know each other very well. He's kind of like a brother. I need a bench in here. And what was I saying? So he's really kind about like he's scared me before by surprise. He walks around so silent. I wish he could turn the lights on. That would be a big way to signal. So, but he's gotten into the habit of like making noises, like whistling, because he's trying to not surprise me. He feels bad. Like he doesn't try to do it. You live with somebody and they, that's just a human. I mean, it happens to everybody. There's nothing. But the other day, I was, and we've been enjoying the cat a lot. She's really finally connecting with the cat, which I'm really glad to see that. And the other day I was getting ready. So I've gotten to go do a little woodworking at this place with this dude who has this garage, and it's awesome. He's got this amazing stuff. It's really, really wonderful. I haven't been out much, and I was getting ready to go, and I was going through my woodworking shit, and I was kind of I was really in my head because it's getting ready to drive, and driving is very taxing these days, especially. I'm a very good driver, very confident about it, but damn it, I don't got a hoe. Let's go get a hoe. Oh, hold on. Let's grab some shit first. We'll leave the resin. Really bugs me that one is sticking out. That just drives me crazy. So in recent years, with what I've come to understand is the burnout is like an hour's driving in LA or half even that, and it's not the same thing. One day to the next, it might be a little bit different in terms of how much it sort of taxes, how much energy it burns, and so I'm just anticipating the drive. But I'm in my head, I'm like trying to remember all the stuff that I'm bringing over to this guy's house because I don't want to forget shit, and it's really fun and stuff. But I was really just dialed in. I had my earpiece in, listening to a podcast, and my poor roommate, he was trying to like get the cat's attention, but he was like, he came around and I didn't see him. I wasn't looking near because there's like stairs, and all of a sudden I hear him go, ah, like he made a noise, just reacting to like something. And I didn't really quite pick up what he was saying, and I went, ah, it was like a fucking jump scare. And I had to like put my hand, and I knew immediately it like rocked me. And so I had to like get my head down and to get my eyes closed. And I didn't have to sit down and like roll around on the ground or something like that. But suddenly I know, and this is what happened, is like it was about a good 2 hours. And because I was just about to get into the road, and driving in LA is not always a relaxing feeling, even for someone who doesn't have a overproductive nervous system. It's stressful. I felt it, and I was doing all my breathing techniques to try to bring my heart rate down, and like it wasn't like I was like, oh, oh, it's not like an over agitated, but it's like I could feel the bruise. I could feel the rash form. As soon as it happened. And I was like, oh man. And I didn't get mad. I can't get mad at him. I mean, that's insane. But, he felt bad. He didn't mean, he wasn't trying to scare me or anything. And just that set up my anxiety reactor going. Anxiety is kind of too vague almost sometimes, honestly, but close enough. And let's see, is this Plains Rat? Yes, Plains Rat. And but then I had to drive, and so the driving was so much worse. And I'm a pretty comfortable, safe driver, but it was so much. Oh, I meant to go get a hoe. I could build a hoe. What am I doing? Yeah, but it just, to give you a sense for the jump scare thing, sets off this alert, almost like emotional overproduction, triggering some kind of anxiety thing, and that means your energy is draining now. And then I'm driving, which is a hyper-stimulating kind of thing anyway. Kind of need to decompress. And I was going to do something fun with nice people, so it wasn't even like I was off to some fucking horrible job. This is why that's a flying bitch. That might mean they're attacking. So we gotta. No, that was a pig noise actually. Yeah, that was a pig getting killed. Nothing to worry about. And so the driving was harder, and I could tell I wasn't able to focus as well as I needed, as I felt, because I was also going like a route that I wasn't familiar with, following the phone. And I know I drive. I've had jobs doing professional driving, meaning like deliveries, and also I drove Teslas for this small company for a while. That was kind of weird. Let's check on the pig. Oh, look, we got yellow hearts. That's good. 10%. I think he ate one. We'll load them up. I don't know if doing stacks works though. I don't think you can. Let's just do this, a little tedious, but. And so just that little ping that should have just scored a. I mean, anybody would have been scared. I've been getting surprised by someone's voice in the room that you didn't expect. It's not just an autistic thing, but like the whole reflexive response is more intense, and then it affects the way you drive. It affects the way you can concentrate while you're driving. I was pulling out of this one place. This was a few weeks ago, and what am I doing? There's a motorcycle behind me, and I was making a left turn. Oh, damn it. I was worried about that. All right, you want to play hardball? Carrots? Okay. Oh. And I've made this turn before, so it's familiar, which makes things a little better, but I was in my head, and I also, when I'm out in the world, I feel a little extra tension because I feel kind of embarrassed about my face, my beard. I know that's not fair, or, I know they don't feel that way, but like I do. How could you not? But I do. So it's not a comfortable thing for me. And man, it was really busy traffic. But a motorcycle pulls up behind me, and it was loud. And that noise, I am so distracted. Distracted doesn't even begin to describe what's going on. But that noise was so intense, and I couldn't. The way I thought to explain it, two different ways, and I think I'll come up with better ways. But one, it's like if someone came up behind you while you're just sitting there trying to think about something, and like with a box, empty, and they like put it over your head and then lifted it, put it like it's like suddenly you just think the world just sort of blanks out. Or another way is like if you're reading a page and someone comes up and just like slaps their hand on the page. Maybe not. It's not the slap that hard. It's that suddenly you can't see all the words. It's like something happens and you're like, well, I don't know. You lose the ability to understand what you're doing. But it's very fast and it's all very disruptive. I don't know how to explain it. But this is all the sort of stuff I want to explore with like a book and kind of talk about it, because I feel like I could dial in on a lot of these things. And so this fucking motorcycle, and I'm starting to panic a little bit. Like I'm feeling bad. All right, let's get in here. I didn't get a damn hoe. that's it. We're going to build one. We're going to build a hoe with the hoe builder. And I started feeling like I get this in my head, and I didn't used to be like this, but I've had this lately where I like worry that I'm bothering or I'm in someone's way. I'm sure that's a low confidence sort of thingy going on there. And like I feel like I'm in this motorcycle's way, but the noise of the motorcycle is driving me crazy, and I'm struggling, and I made like a really bad decision. I turned. I didn't cause anybody else to have a issue. You know, I didn't like almost cause an accident, but like I kind of bumped my car over the curb, and I turned right instead of left, and I just felt this urgency to like get out of the way, and I was really annoyed with myself. And then you replay a lot of stuff. I will have full-on conversations with things that happened or worrying about something I said at some point decades ago, or in my case, I have it. Don't be breaking my blueberry bushes. I have a very like active imagination. I kind of describe it as an involuntary imagination, which you can kind of sounds fun, but it's actually really fucking irritating. It's also why I'd like to be a comedy writer or something where I use my imagination, where I use my creativity, because that's like a lot of this. Autism doesn't mean negative, but it's super challenging for someone to function in this world. It's just like it's kind of like being in the wrong planet. It's always felt like for me too. But yeah, so the motorcycle was really whacking my head out. I just could not, and I could tell I was making not great decisions. So I was like, this is not good. Oops, took off my pants. Oops. All right. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I wanted to build a hoe. I promised all this fun planes invading, and I'm just building a dumb little house. Give me that hoe. Give me that hoe. Yes. All right. So. I wasn't planning on going on that long talk there, but that's fine. Now I want to put down. That's good. I like that. Do a different spot, actually. If I can. Let me do it. Oh, I don't have the thing. Yeah, something made me say all that shit. Now, where will the smoke? Was it getting up out of there? Okay. Am I getting warm? Am I warm all the way over here? Yep, I still got fire. Nope, not there. That's okay. It's not like it really matters. Okay. Let's finish out our little spot here. Get rid of that stupid thing. It's driving me crazy. I'm hesitant to chop out more of the thing, although obviously it's not a big deal. Let's do like a... That's the weird one. So that's where we'll put, just to help me remember. So I've always naturally done systems thinking and, synthesize these kind of, that's always been in my head. You could probably, if you're into my podcast, you could probably pick up on some of that. Although I often feel like I'm just being a fucking moron about it all. Like that I'm just saying obvious stuff, or that I'm hyper conscientious of that. Someone I think is autistic is Matt Christman. I've heard him mention it a couple times. And he is brilliant. He's a Chapo guy. He's the one that's had some kind of medical emergency right before he had a kid a couple weeks back. So it's really sad, and he seems to be, he's out of the ICU, they said. So he seems to be doing, I don't think he's out of the woods, but good news that he's at least seems to be heading in the right direction. But he's really well read, and he has a really interesting way of piecing different concepts together and stuff. Brilliant guy. Yeah, there's all kinds of politics involved with it, and there's like historical understandings and stuff, and the I probably would have been diagnosed Asperger's, I would bet, but that phrase is not used anymore in the DSM. Just generally in the autism spectrum disorder. The now, so I got to cut down some trees. They weren't looking for it in the 80s, right? And I was partly what masking to, another one of those concepts, is I've always been very good at like making other people feel comfortable and perceiving their feelings and their emotions, and that's a trait that helps me decide what to say that's funny. It all kind of happens pretty fast, and I just sort of can understand people really well. I get very bored talking to people. I often I know what you're saying. I already know what you're saying. You don't need to finish the sentence. I know that based on the context and the way you grunted before you started talking, you don't need to continue speaking. But if you say that, then it doesn't come off okay. So yeah, man, I got some. Yeah, it's all really interesting. There you go. That's fun. I'm just completing my plan here of making it so I can spot evil mosquitoes flying in at me. So we're gonna just keep hacking away here. Just be on a lookout right now since we're in their territory. Although honestly, see, I love when the skeletons go on their little marches because they look, that dude's gonna smoke that skeleton. Boom! See the bones flying? That's great. Chop these down. This fog actually makes the mosquitoes easier to spot. Maybe, right? I don't know. Maybe not. So you can imagine, though, if you have a species of animal with billions of rolls of the dice, like everything, you're going to end up with a distribution. There's going to be a more common sort of bell curve bubble. I don't know if it's precisely a bell curve, but you know what I mean. And you're going to end up with some configurations that are just more complex. And that's means you're going to get a wide variety of manifestations of that. And there's the sort of stereotype of like the autistic superpower, like Rain Man, even though that raises awareness for a lot of ways, but it also kind of, I don't want to say misleads, but it certainly sets people up to think that that's what autism is, or people think there's some where the manifestations where a person's profile is. I took that. Oh my god, that was great. Look at him; he's a little rattled. He's like, "Oh fuck that! What the fuck, man? I was just out for a nice brisk walk." You know, that my kind of profile would have been probably the most difficult to pick up on, in a sense, because I could be so normal. And a kid with, oh yeah, that's, you know what happens at night too? The planes, every area gets more dangerous. So the planes will have these little green dudes with, one usually has a torch, but not always. So the green dudes will get doing their night patrols. You know, I got along well with teachers. I was like an old soul kind of kid, kind of like weirdly intuitive. Could hold conversations with adults. I mean, you might pick up on it. Be like, wow, this kid, something seems a little bit, but also and it really matters to me to make people feel comfortable. I've always been, like, group dynamics is always really kind of I find it annoying, but I'm just hyper aware. Like when there's a group, like a circle, and I'm always like, that person hasn't been introduced. That person hasn't been introduced. Like, and like I'm dialed in on that like crazy. And over time, you kind of realize that other people are different. Not that I even start with the assumption that everybody's the same. You just don't think about that. You know, you're just sort of obliviously in your own kind of, brain space. And I don't know. I don't hope some of that's interesting or making sense. Probably get tired of hearing about it. But like, yeah, last several years though, see how the light comes on. I just love how this game. Uh oh, we got one around. That laugh there. You see the okay. Yeah, these dudes are gotta be real careful. Let me get my. I think these are hammer guys here. Hey, no, I'm keeping you alive for the upcoming battle. Oh, there's 3 of them. Dudes. Oh shit. Run. Rain. Does it put out his fire? Okay. I think I can take one. It's all happening. Come here, you little bitch. Yeah, I don't want to fight 3 at night. I'm not even used to fighting them. I mean, my base might be too close. At the wolf base, yeah, I'm gonna need to get some spikes going for this. Yeah, okay. We'll be good. We'll be good. Let's put on the weight belt. That's what's. And so, like, yeah, I know autistic community, and there's a lot of different types of. Some people are public. There's a social media feeds. There's podcasts. There's all sorts of shit that's out there. But it can be a real tough struggle for those that have difficulty communicating. And I don't know. Again, I'm speaking from ignorance here. So, but like, I think for some of them, their internal world is, and I've always been one of those, like, my internal world has always been very vibrant and rich, creative interior world. But I also like need to separate from people for extended times to just dial down the input, dial down the thinking that goes on when I'm around people. So when I started doing comedy, it was like kind of like that, like encourages the traits sort of in a way, right? Like I could kind of unmask a bit and like be creative and be not that, again, but like let the weirdness out and sort of be, look at things from different perspectives. And bad boundary detection is a good trait for a stand-up comedian. I was just didn't give a shit. I was like, yeah, I'll just talk about whatever. I don't care. What the fuck difference does it make? Obviously, I have to use some discretion in that, but where the hell are these little guys at? It would be nice if one of them had a torch. But yeah, the autistic folks that can't communicate, or they're, and there's other ways of like using, I don't know all the words, but using digital stuff, or like, words they point at, or like letters or shapes, something like that. But like not being able to communicate is just in like a literal information exchange type of thing. I'm very lucky that I have high communication skill. Like talking to my mom a bunch, and she and I have a very complex relationship. But I've tried to tell her, like, you're lucky I can tell you what I need from you, even though I can be kind of impatient sometimes or whatever. But like, or just, it's like, I'm able to very clearly explain to you what I need from you regarding this stuff, and I don't need to hear your emotions anymore. I can't deal with it. You just tell me you're feeling bad, and now my imagination goes wild, and I'm lost in it for hours. And it's not even just being lost. It's more like, okay, I'm going to pay a price now. Here they come. Oh, Jesus. That fucking surprised me. Okay, we got a bunch of fellas here. All right, we got a big old fight about to happen. Let me try to shoot the fullings. Shoot one of these little bitches. Where'd they go? Where'd you go, big boys? Look at me. I got a little gang following me. Oh, where'd they go? They might have... Sometimes they might spawn out. Oh, okay, this will be fun. Get him! I mean, that homie's gonna slaughter those dudes. Okay. Oh. All right. I think so. Got a little bit more. I'm gonna come back and do the tree chopping, but I'm gonna just clear those a little bit more trees. Probably work on a base thing, but we're gonna get into the... I promised that we'd find some new stuff. Oh, big guy's over here. I'm gonna come up with find a good way to like take these guys out by building some kind of rock or structure. I enjoy doing this whole bit. Like the wolf base has all these spikes and stuff that just slaughter dudes. You know, you invade a land, you clear the land, you build weapons and defenses, and then you steal their stuff and you take it home and you put it on your wall. That's colonialism for you. A lot of historical figures they think were autistic. You can find some interesting articles about that. They're not diagnosing, but like it's thought that Tesla was probably autistic. It seems to be pretty well regarded that Einstein was likely autistic. He was known to have some noise sensitivities and stuff. But yeah, this guy's house I go, the woodworking. It's like he's got a dog and it barks. It's not that bad. It's pretty just excited. It's a cute dog. But like, boy, does that fuck my head up. It's like almost literally painful. Like it's painful. Like it's disruptive and it hurts. But it's kind of a, it's just like, what? I just can't. It breaks. It just like snaps your attention and your focus off. And yeah, and you had a whole bunch of you had ADHD to it too. I'm pretty sure that's also autism and ADHD are comorbid at 50 to 70%. I haven't seen a mosquito in a while, so I'm feeling like I'm in it. You kind of gotta. There's usually in pairs, but if you kill two of them, they're pretty safe, at least in that spot, right? Like, so you can kind of like once they're dead, you know you're good for a little while. Oh, there's one over there, over to the left. Hold on. Straight ahead. It's pretty far away right now. I just want to cut those trees down, then we'll... think I got it. Okay. And there's this stat shocked me when I heard it, but as I've come to understand things a lot better, it really makes sense to me. The unemployment rate for autistic people is about 85%. I mean, that's a big number. You might think, oh, I don't know, 20, 40. You probably wouldn't have guessed 40. 85. It's and that's not just the people who have high support needs, those who need full-time care, or who, you struggle with social. It's that social dysregulation and there's some research done with allistics, which are a word for non-autistic, and they are testing to see how they identify or how they assess another person, and so they're seeing how they assess autistic people. And like within like 2 seconds, it's like sudden. It's like right away. They have a very high rate of successfully identifying a person as autistic, but also in a way that they don't like. I don't know if it's that they're saying, "Oh, that's autistic." I think they kind of have this uncomfortable feeling. And they've also done research with autistic people and allistic people, and they do all these different, combinations of communication chains. And autistic people tend to feel very comfortable talking to autistic people, and discomfortable with allistics, and it's exactly the same. Like allistic people tend to do fine with each other, but I've seen it's 1 in 49, and I've seen 1 in 44. So it's autistic people it's supposed to be 1 to 2%. Roughly. A lot of people live their entire life never identifying. I think if maybe I had found just like some kind of stable income, some more secure employment, maybe a lot less stress, I might have been able to settle into a routine of life where I didn't feel it, but last several years have been just absolutely devastating. So beards don't fall out for no reason. And, there might be maybe some medical interventions there someday if I can gather up enough money to help a rich person save for a house. Then they can charge me more money for insurance. Great system. All right, let's go get on the base here. This place is very vulnerable. So here's the stacking thing. It just, whatever you got, it just unloads. It's awesome. If it's already there. And I'll get rid of a bunch of that crap too. Okay, so my food. All right. Let's get those trees. Those two trees are just killing me. And I'll clear more of the trees too, so and there's kind of a genre of memoir, a personal memoir for autistic people that people, and not just autistic, people who go through something, have a thing. I guess you might even call it an angle. I wouldn't stop the description there, but there's books by people who, are kind of, and I'm kind of one of those type of people too anyway, if I can get the wherewithal up to follow through on finishing a book. That's kind of why I'm chatting this out right now, by the way. This is sort of the beginnings of an outline of some sort. Wouldn't call it that quite yet, but you pesky tree. There's more. Okay. Let's just dive into this shit. Let's give y'all what you came for. Me being upset at myself for being dumb. Stop it. Actually, you know what's good about where we are? Is there's a spawner. I saw it's that purple smoky thing. Oh, there's a mosquito. You little bitch. Hit me with your rock. Boom. Got him. I don't want to kill this guy because he's a good... he'll take a couple hits on my behalf, you know? All right, we're in it. Look, guys, we're already grabbing fruit. Like and subscribe. All right. So there's a house down there. They have all kinds of cool stuff. They have these like towns and shit, and you can do some farming. Bam. Okay, so that's okay. Not a big one. I mean, there's a. I've already done planes in the previous time I played this game. I think on SuckProfessor there's a whole bunch of me. Oh, there you go. Okay, so there's the other one. Oh. Bam. Okay. Put on my wishbone. Let's hope we... All right, all right. You know, I've got that ego. I kind of basically just tell my story, talk about my own shit. Is that oil stuff that I never really messed with? I think we got to get down to this house. Or maybe the village. Oh, there's another one of these things. Okay. You know what? They are worth killing. But you got to have a plan. And, yep, use the good ones. Missed them. Two. Doing some damage. Gotta keep your stamina though, so you don't end up like that. Use the terrain. Oh man, I wonder if they... I feel like they made them a little bit more tank. They just kind of barrel through shit. Gotta have your rocks ready to go. Eventually, I'll get confident enough to start like using a shield and like trying to break it, get that back damage thing. Where they, oh yeah, baby. Knockback. That's the word I was trying to go for. There was another one over here. There he is. Just do a mosquito kind of scan. Nice having these two sacrificial locals with me. Oh, I know what's going on. I'm not rested. I gotta get up. I gotta go back to the house and rest up. It's like your stamina is like 100% or 50% faster. It's a big deal. Ah, oh, you little bitches. He's so annoying. Go fight the wolf. I mean the giant bear. Go fight the bear elephant. The mammoth. Ooh, mammoth would be good. Sounds like a Flintstones. You know, I got a... Nobody becomes a fucking stand-up comedian or a solo podcaster or even a non-solo podcaster that doesn't want to talk about stuff and share their opinions and say shit kind of that writer thing, you know. And then I often feel really embarrassed, like, why am I trying to be this guy? What am I? There's really nothing else I can do, honestly. Like, fucking, it's horrible. Like, functioning in an office. I was so glad when I got back to TYT in 2018 as a video editor, because one thing I don't, although don't get me wrong, man, if I never had to do any fucking video editing, I would be happy. I like creative kind of angles, but it was still much more in line with what I felt more comfortable doing on a day to day when I got that. Okay, dudes, chill. Put on my weight belt. But partly why that was good is because I didn't have to interview the the editor manager guy that I had worked with him way before. Knew me and called me and said, "Hey, you want to start on Monday?" Yep, I'll see you. Okay. I mean, it's a little bit more complex than that, but that's a nice way to get a job. Because the whole notion of having to go do an interview, especially with patchy face now and 2 wrist braces, it's very daunting. These little bastards are going to start messing up my stuff. I'll be back, bitches. I'll be back. All right. 1 churro, please. Hour and 3. Yeah, we got more time. I got coffee. It's only 5 p.m. Oh my god, it's almost 7? I should not be drinking coffee. I'm done. I'll have to be done with it now. All right, we'll hit the repair station. Ding, 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 ding. They could turn the volume down on those first. Okay. Oh, resting. That's the magic I'm looking for. Am I not resting? Why am I not resting? Oh, I don't have a fire. I see. I kind of like the... It's honestly too bright. No, it's not, but... I like the kind of... That's partially another thing my entire life, too. I've always... I mean, this is not unique to autistic, but, like, gentle, nice lighting has always been very, very important to me. So much of it sort of functions as a contrast to just the world that you live in, you know. The idea of sitting in a restaurant, a loud restaurant, it was absolute no-go for me. That's not good for dating. I'm not in any position to do any dating. Oh my god. I mean, I would love to have people to be friends with and not feel so fucking lonely and horny all the time. Although maybe you get hornier when you're expressing. Okay, why am I getting into that topic? All right, let's go back now. Let's see my resting. I'll show you how good it is. Nope, not that one. This one. Health Gen 50, Stamina Gen 100. A tier. I don't even know what that A tier shit is. I've just seen that word. So that's kind of why I want to push forward on this whole project, to find out what that stuff is. I imagine some kind of magic mana. I'm going to guess it's like a mana thing. And maybe documentary work. Stuff I can do work from home or something would be probably doable. I feel like I have a good ability to do that kind of thing. It's also kind of what I was talking about earlier. Teaching. Editing and stuff. Sort of being like a... I don't know, I want to say the word coach. I mentioned that podcast, The Dream, which is kind of about life coaches. Okay, you know, I gotta get rid of some of this wood. Hey, knock it off, guys. Here, let's bring them. Let's bring a friend over. I want to fight them fullings. I want to get a kind of a calibration of like what they do or like how that goes. Right now they're so intimidating. I like they're just like standing outside my window. All right. Come on. Probably low on, yeah. Yeah. Did that kill it? Yeah, I knew there was one that had taken a beating already that I had lost track of. Yeah, that rock is good for getting up on it, shooting these dudes. 2, 4. So you get 2 pelts and 4. Good to know. All right. We're going to head back. Sleep the night off. This is where some cool stuff is up there, too. It's very satisfying that this game is designed so well. The systems are so kind of simple, but getting into a different biome and everything, you got to change. You got to move differently. You have to approach the whole deal with a little more caution until you learn kind of where you're safe, exactly like how the snow-based thing kind of functioned. But since I don't want these dudes messing with my base, once you leave, I don't think they keep doing it. But I will turn them off. We will reboot them later. Thank you. You all have a good night. I'm going to grab some of my ill-gotten gains from my ill-gotten gains chest. Let's leave some items back. Okay. Not bad. Still haven't gotten anything new to share like I said we would. All right. I can upgrade my pelt thing maybe. That's my seed chest. Here, hang on. Gonna make some arrows just because I know. Yeah, that one. Okay. I've got food. Yep. So now my lox meat supply is looking pretty good. Lox pelt, cloudberries. I know there's a bunch of stuff to make with that. All right. President Cenk Uygur, guys, get used to it. It's gonna happen. Ain't no stopping it. It's a fascinating kind of thing, huh? Yeah, all right, so we're gonna make obsidian arrows. So these are 52 pierce, 10 knockback. What are fire? 11, 22, but they burn. I don't know if that's like they burn for a while. Frost arrows are probably 26, 52. So that's actually even better. I could make that. I do have all that shit. And then I can even make poison. Oh, needle arrows. Yep. 62. Knockback. 26, 52. So yeah, so actually frost is a... That's worth trying out. I got quite a bit of those glands. All right, let's I don't even know where I have pelts stored. Let's see what the upgrade is for that. 2. It's very easy to accidentally craft a new one. You gotta always make sure you're on the upgrade. Okay. Excellent. Armor. Excellent. Plenty more where that's coming from. To use a phrase. Let's get rid of... Didn't really want to do that, but I know I have some needles already. Hey. Thought I did. There's some freeze things. Okay, so those were... Oh, I got 13, so I can make a serpent shield. I did actually notice that the other day. But let's make that and feathers. So, frost arrow. No. All right, let's make... I know I have some already, but these look like they're pretty strong. I do want to work on this whole system overall, but it's fine. All right, great RFI. See how the blue's out? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's load them up. 6 lasts a long time. Okay, 4 also lasts a long time. And the most important thing is to get naked. Except for my pants. For some reason, I always feel like I gotta keep at least one thing on. Hey, bitch. How dare you shoot a man without clothes on? Better be eating there, homie. What you at? What you at? 14%. I wonder if that comes and goes from like the I probably should put a roof over that part, but like if you're here at the base it actually advances that number, but when you're gone maybe it doesn't. Oh, all right. Oh, fucking bones. I gotta get a different spot for the obliterator, or maybe just put obliterators everywhere. Time for sleep. Okay, coffee. So here's what the different lox meat. I've cooked one. And I think it's an ingredient in something else. So it's 50, 16, 4 HP per tick, though. That's excellent. Those are the ones that are like crank you up real good. 3 is great, but yeah, can't deny that. The power of 4. All right. Let's get some arrows. Put that wood away. Switching and poison's still pretty good too. We'll just bring like 10 of these just for fun. Okay. Put our upgraded lox pelt. Got to remember that I do want to make this Fenris thing soon. It's low armor, but I think it increases movement. Yeah, it increases. That's like the werewolf suit, and it increases movement speed. You just skulk about all werewolfy and shit. So how long does it last? 20 minutes. Okay, so the serpent stew is 80. That seems to be the best one I have. My butt's getting sore. All right. And it lasts for 30 minutes. Yeah, that's definitely the big dog of the bunch. Okay. I mean, I could build this walled off and stuff, or maybe even build it up higher or something. I'll do some stuff. I think I'll do like a moat sort of thing. Okay, let's eat serpent stew, onions. We're going health. Our health build is going to get real big here. 55. Watch it bump up. 60. So it goes 55 to 67. That's a 12 jump. That's good. That means fast. Oh, got a couple fellows. Duck down. Boom. That hurt him. Those thrower, the ones that throw things, then that'll hurt you. Got him. Okay, he took a big bite out of me, but not too bad. He's frozen too, so that's where you get him. That's right. I have fought these guys before. Hey, I thought it was supposed to be frozen. All right, now I can toy with them a little bit. You are now in my mouth. My mouth full of cat teeth, connected to my cat instincts. I shall toy with you. They're fast though, so like that jumping thing doesn't really track. Haha. All right, you little bitches. And then they drop black metal scrap, so that's good. I don't know if every single one, but yeah, nice. So you see, this is a good little valley start for my base here. I'm gonna carve out a bunch of stuff, make this room secure, so that nothing can really get at me. Got some metal. Definitely need more chests. Let's do a metal. Can't transport through the... So you got to take the metal back on a boat. Now, that would change the game quite a bit if you didn't have to deal with that. But I like that decision. Makes it more meaningful. Got to get off and haul it all back. Kind of a pain in the ass, but makes it worthwhile. All right, so mosquitoes. Let's keep our shield ready. 154 health. I can take a pretty good hit. Sorry, weird bushes. Yeah, I remember playing the last time. I had done a lot of planes, but I never reached the point. And then I remember finding one spot where it had this weird oil stuff, which I never quite dug into too much. And that might be what that pile straight ahead is. So we're going to get on that and see what's going on. So it's not totally, yeah, it's got the bones sticking out. It's kind of like a tar pit. So yeah, it's not a totally new environment to me. Eventually we'll do some farming, but part of it is that I've learned, yeah, there's these oil goobers, those ooze things. I've learned that you have to like stop every so often and just do a mosquito check. Just kind of constantly travel carefully. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, I've never quite figured out or messed with these much. So this is really new. This is where fire probably makes sense. Oh crap, it's coming for me. I hope it didn't aggro all of them. Sometimes you just gotta flee to the yeah, I should have bought fire, damn it. Flee to the woods and hope some innocent gray dwarfs are in there to take the hit. So here, let's just oh, got him. I've never fought one of these things. Definitely feel like I should have fire. No, they're fast. A growth, it's called, huh? Okay, so that might be... Get ready for a new item. I'm not ready to get close. They jump really far. They seem like they're pretty fast. Is that even... Okay. Yeah, why was I shooting at that? So there's... Oh, something. Are those... Bam. Oh, shit. They're spitty. Get going. I'm tarred. That's a word we could have fun with. We won't. I didn't realize that. Okay. Boy, they can be taken down pretty okay, but boy, that... All right, get ready for a new... I think this... Oh, darkwood. Yeah, shingle roof. Oh, shingle roof's cool. New building stuff. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Yeah, darkwood. I do recall seeing that actually now that I'm seeing it now. Beams. Cool. Oh my god, the architectural shit just goes crazy here. Tables, hot tub, chair. There's a bug on my screen. Get the fuck off. Dude, how cool is that? That is a bunch of stuff. I saw a round table. 2 tar. Gonna need a lot of tar, huh? Yeah, look at all this cool stuff. Yeah, man, I'm just going all nutty with my designs with my basic ass wood. Like a chump. Okay. Yeah, that's a big upgrade. I mean, in terms of options. What I'm starting to figure out about autism and stuff in terms of asking for people to kind of help or accommodations, disability accommodation is like it's fundamentally different. And I don't know I mean, I have my wrist problem obviously, but like, I imagine this is actually somewhat true for other disabilities too, but it's fundamentally about social misalignment in a lot of ways. And so like, and I haven't had that many experiences with this, so I could be, this is fairly low data, low instance. Just got to clear some space here so I can see. And then what, oh, I guess I bet I can mine it from those chunks. Yeah. Okay. I know there's a bunch of dudes up in that tower thing. I don't want this guy. This thing is gnarly. Mm. Boy, you really got to give him space here, huh? Oh, come on. Two hits. They're fast as shit. Stamina's out. This is where being rested is critical. Bows up to 43. Okay. Four. How heavy is that? So 2 each. Good. So I honestly haven't had that many times where I've had to kind of, but I've done a few things. Just communicate with someone, and I tried to like. It was more just about a timing thing. I just told this person, like, can you just let me know, because I might. And I let them know I was autistic too, but I don't know what people are supposed to do with that information, right? Like, it's weird to. And I was like, but I was just, what I was asking for was, help me not obsess, because what happens is if I know a time frame, if I have a bit more accurate time frame, I can kind of steer my head a little bit better, right? Like, I can kind of just like not worry about it till later, sort of thing. But and they didn't answer it. It's really annoying because it's like, and I said basic. I didn't explain it in those terms though, because I don't want to be, because you feel like you're being in a problem, and you're basically, it requires so much trust, because the person being asked to change or to do something, you're basically asking them to do something that they might not feel intuitively comfortable. You're not asking them to compromise an ethic or do something like untoward, but they might not realize how important it is. And so you have to gauge, is this request appropriate? Is this request too much? Is this an okay thing to ask? Oh, good, there's 4. Okay, so do I get sticky when I go into the puddle, I imagine? Can I do anything with these bones? Bone fragments? Oh, it's the same old damn bone fragments? Come on. What happens when I put bones in the pit? Ah, I was hoping a bone monster. So what's with the bubbling out of there, though? Yeah, there's a homie in the tower. This is great. I kind of want to step in it, just see what happens. Oh, it's stuck in the tar? Okay. There's a mosquito. And so it's sort of really dependent on trust. And if you hear my show I talk about trust all the time. What does it mean? How do you build a world where people can trust each other? Strangers, I mean, and people who look different than them. Because so much of all these isms, I know that's kind of lazy, but are all about the fears and shit are all about feeling distrust of others. Why am I missing this thing? I feel like I'm nailing it. But asking someone to say, just like, hey, can you get back to me with, like, are you thinking a month, 2 months? Just that little bit of information will spare me. Oh, I hit it. But there's another one around here somewhere. Will spare me a good lot of strife, a good lot of fucking stressing out about something. You know what I mean? Thinking about it, because my brain will. The moment I wake up, my brain goes. It just starts thinking real hard. Fucking bug. I don't know where they're coming from. I usually don't. I do eat up here, but I don't like. I did once forget about a bag of garbage that had Chinese food containers, and there was food. It was like sauces and shit, and all of a sudden there was a whole river of ants flowing through the room. Memories. There's definitely there's got to be another mosquito around. They always come in pairs. Yeah, and I'm not sure if any of that's making sense, but it's just like, God, I have to learn how to like, and then so you end up not asking, and then also, but like, it's for why the unemployment rate is so high. One, we live in this fucking crazy society where everybody has to work to eat, and I'm not suggesting no one should, but like, it's almost like having the worst condition in a hyper individualized, atomized capitalist society. If I could just live to help people and build, well, I didn't think that was going to work. Just build things for people. Oh, fuck. All right, so let's get this. Actually, no, I want fast. I got to like work on my timing here. Oh, okay, maybe that is better to have a longer weapon. So let it hit, then kill it. Or I could eventually work on getting better at the strike it right when it's there, but that's that's riskier, isn't it? I suppose with high health, it's not so bad though. All right, let's shoot this guy from a distance with the frost arrow. I know I've seen these towers before. There's a bunch of dudes up in it. As long as they're not behind me. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. 260 something. Your tower belongs to me. Any other guys in the ground? Oh, okay. One of them saw me. They got to work on their operational training. Screaming when they see you. I think there's a piece of metal over here. Yeah. I think I want to get in here. Let me in. I have come for you. How fucking scary that'd be. You're just... Oh shit, I'm not rested. You're just doing your own thing. Okay. Is it just the one guy up on the thing? Some weirdo dressed like a Viking and enters your house through the hole he carves in your wall. How come they haven't remade Time Bandits? That's a cool ass premise. That whole thing is crazy. That's one of those nutty ass movies, isn't it? Show yourself. No, I thought I could tear it down. Hang on. Let me, Yeah, I'm gonna take a pause real quick. I'll be back. Okay. Had to take a break. Had a burger. Watched Loki, season 2, episode 2. I did look at my phone a little bit during it, so I gotta blame myself, but I'm just not tracking the fucking... I just don't really care. I need a recap for season 1. Yeah. It's a well-made show. It's very tied together, but I just find myself being like, I don't know why I'm supposed to give a shit about what's happening. But yeah, all right, whatever. I'll get back. Nah, it's fine. Not going. I don't stress about that. All right, here we go. We got a guy up top, right? Let me just check outside. In fact, let's do this. Create a little defense. Shit. Oh, I did a hard middle button. Didn't really expect to see that. Oh, there's two of them. Can they do anything? Oh, shit. They both went down. All right. Is it a bird? Yeah, it's a bird. Okay. Oops. Okay. One of them made it out. Just gone swimming. Can they not use the stairs? Got him. All right, let's try to hit him with a poison arrow. Probably gonna miss. These dudes don't. They sure don't stand still for very long. Well, okay. I can't wait to get back to base and play with all these new cool design things. Oh shit. That would have been bad. Come on. All right. Nailed him. Look at him losing his health over there. 6.4. Okay. Almost. 2.3. So, yeah, I mean, my arrow or my bow hit some poison to start with. I think I might have. All right. We're going in melee here. That worked. So this whole tower, is that just all there is? It's just some dudes. I could tear it down. I see a dragon or a needle thingy. My health is starting to dip. I'll just eat just because. Nighttime in the plains is not a good time to be stingy about saving my health, right? Because there'll be some dudes walking around. There's a tower over there. It's landmass. Yeah, it's not that huge, but wet makes me lower his health. Yeah, so everything is like slower. Oh, I see a mosquito. Those are skeletons. Yes. Trophy. All right. I mean, it might just make sense to just chill here for the night. I'm wet. I need to get restored. I need to get rested. Um, yeah. I kind of want to take all my stuff back. I could probably just make a break for it. Look at these skeletons. Hey, buddies. Hey, guys. Which one's the oldest? Which one of you is the big? Which one of you is the big sibling? Here, let's see if we could pull. This is risky but fun. Terrible shot. Can't see shit. Kind of got to just get lucky and shoot near one. I'm just kind of aiming. Because then whoever comes running over will fight the skeletons. There you go. Got a guy. Haha. One skeleton made it. That's good. That one's the oldest. Look, there's like a constellation up there. It's a big ass mountain. Yeah, that's their motor. I got to get over there. I got to get onto that motor. Because the power that you get from it is wind. Like it gives you the when you're in the boat, you always have wind behind you. Which I can see why that would be nice. Oh man, I want a skeleton to attack the bird. So is that? Yeah, I gotta get back. I feel like I should take on the just take a look at this place here though. I think this is there's a blue light. Oh, well, that explains it. Got him. Chain. I got lots of chains. I was like, oh, maybe that's the vendor. Maybe that's one of those vendors. Okay, so this is a swamp spot. All right. Okay. Couple skeletons hanging out. Let's shoot them or shoot near them so that they come over and help me out with my... Oh, got one. Got one. Okay. Okay, so I'm at pretty much full health. Another mosquito trophy. That's cool. Hit that dude in the head. Oh, they got a big guy. Not sure I can deal with this right now. Okay, got a whole angry gang here. Yeah, they're mad. So it's risky running through here, but I've kind of cleared this of the mosquitoes, unless they've respawned, but... Shit! Ah. Okay, I can take these little fuckers. Come on. Is that guy wearing a bald cap? Oh. Oh, crap, he's up. Good. I kind of like that. I'd rather take a... Yeah. I'm out of stamina. Oh, god damn it. All right. I saw another guy over there. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. If I have my health all the way up, especially if I'm rested, you know, I feel like that's a pretty safe spot to be. As long as I'm not overrun. I could have swore there's a dude standing right there. Yep. Might be a whole patrol. Nice shot. Come on up. Join me. All right. Yeah, we got to. So there's a big old guy, but we can get him. I don't know where that locks went. Oh, head. Nice. Nice. Ooh. Oh, stingy fishing bait. Good. I want. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know where that translates. So the one fishing bait I'm hunting for is the heavy. I have enough to make one. Like it's a serpent, uses a serpent trophy. But I've been avoiding it because I have the two serpent trophies as decorations, which I value so much. And so I'm just kind of trying. I didn't know about the stingy, so we'll have to see where that one actually shakes out. But what I'm going to do here is get back, get rested, and then head back into that town thing. God damn it! Look how slow this is. Get in there. Okay. All right. Yeah. Trophy, baby. Okay, so middle. Where's all the... Oh, that's this. Yeah, okay. Okay. We'll bring fire arrows. All right, we got a lot of stuff. We got some... Oh, man. Creepy. That's cool. Okay. A sticky lump of tar. We'll just put it there for now. We got some coins and the coin. Nope. Okay. I think I have enough food. All right. Wishbone, I've not really been wearing that. Okay. Let's hit the repair. Oh, yeah, I got to rest. Get a comfort up at the upper right to 12. Got to think about stuff. Put your head down on your hand. There we go. All right. Let's hit the repair. Okay. Let's get some more arrows. I can make them actually at the base. Yeah, I'm just not picking up on the Loki stuff. I did look at my phone a little bit, which is a terrible way to take in a show. But if I'm thinking about two shows I'm watching now, Gen V and Loki, season 2. I'm very much more. Oh, really? Let's try this. Let's try. Wow, I actually did not expect that to work. All right. I need arrows. I need wood. Okay. All right. Okay. So, food, we're kind of in the middle ground, so we'll reload it. Oh, see, there's mosquito and a guy. 2 mosquitoes, actually. Shoot a fool in the head. The 1 stars I gotta be real careful about. I can't. Oh, Jesus. Ah. Man, freaky. He knocked me back with 1 shot. 2, okay. Good. We'll look for that loot eventually. So at some point I'm going to start a farm, and I don't know if I want to do it right outside that base or maybe like closer to the water, because there's at some point I'm going to want to ship, oh, yeah, I did bring fire arrows. Good. So let's go. I'll keep your eyes peeled for mosquitoes. Kind of run far enough and you just sort of have to figure that you're there. Is that fire? Oh, there's one. Got it. So yeah, there's got to be something else going on with this. That's all right. We'll play with it someday. Okay. So we know there's a big fella in there somewhere. Okay. Freshed up on health. Headshot death. He's just going to take it. I'll just give it to him. I guess take... it's got to be a 1 star, man. There we go. Hit the big guy. He's frozen. I'm going to see if I can get him trapped in the muck. Of course, now I got 2 little ones coming at me. Maybe dig it out. Much more important to kill that one. Come on. Take a swing. Take a swing. heavy. I don't have like a big skill strength on that. Pooped out coins. Where's the big guy? Oh, he went back. Okay. Just kind of want to try this. Maybe we have to make offerings. All right, let's shoot this fool. Maybe I can hit him in the head. Okay. Let's get around here. These idiots are too stupid to... It's like he stopped. I think there's a couple more guys over... Yeah, he's like running off that way. I feel like I can see dudes. It's kind of hard. Yep. Hit a one. Hit a one. Like, what's bubbling? You know? Something cool going on with that. Okay, come on out. All right. We'll not waste our good ammo. It's like they don't want to cross. I don't want to waste it. I want him to come out so I can get his loot. Come on out, buddy. Right here. Or maybe it's too high of a too steep of a climb. All right. I think his pal died over here. Maybe not. He's just staying in the pool. Loving his swim. All right. This big guy here, let's... It's got to be weird. I've been blasting at this guy for a while. Seems agitated. Nice. Well, that's one of those totem things. I don't remember exactly what that is. Whoa. Oh, yeah, they have like a wizard guy that does like shit. That's right. Yeah. What? Oh, shit. Oh, goddamn. Is he... Could he be Vinced? Is he invincible? Oh. Broke it. Took a hit. That was nuts. Yeah, I think there's some really cool enemies in this game that I've not even gotten close to seeing. The knife is great because you can get so many swings in. You just got to be willing to get close up. I see another something right there. Oh shit, another big dude. All right, fuck it. We're just gonna grab this stuff. Oh, they're doing. Oh no, he's like protected. Fuck, they're doing magics and shit over there. We gotta get back to the protection of our friendly neighborhood tar pit. Save me, La Brea tar pit. Okay, this guy's nothing. Oh fuck, my goddamn screen's turning orange. It's a thing. It's like a timer. Come on, hit me, man. Okay, hang on. Turn it off. Disable. Okay. All right. It's that it's a program called Light Bulb that turns your monitor. It's like Flux. It turns your monitor a color. Simulates seeing the sunset. All right, so they got another big guy over here. Bit of a gang showing up. Stupid moron. The 1-stars are freaky, man. Maybe they like the big guy can't smell because it's like a shield of kind of odor or something, you know? Being right here, it's why he turns around. Like, would he chase me if I weren't hiding out? That's right, bitch. Famous last words. Ugh. Or there's a chance. What if the hidden object went off? Okay. Oh, mosquito. 2 of them. I see them. Oh. There he is. Okay. Let's bring our skeleton pal with us. I like that the skeletons go on missions at night. There can't be that many more of these fools left, right? Oh my god, look how many there are. I'll leave them to the skeleton for now. Oh fuck, mosquitoes. Okay, I think we gotta just make a break for home. I can't risk getting totally ganged up if I can get a couple of these guys peeled off. Thank God those mosquitoes didn't come after me. So here, let's try to get up here. Maybe this will do it. Come on. I think they might have one more. Okay, we got a couple of skells. All right, we're gonna head to the house. Might provoke a mosquito. You never know. Gotta get rested. We'll just go back and sleep, I think. Nice. All right. I think one more night. Get back over there, gaining operational experience, how to handle these foes. Sorry, I meant to say fools. Or foals. Okay. All right. It'll be daytime. We go back fully rested, and it's going to be nothing but slaughter. Okay. I got 3 of the trophies. Hang on. Okay. What if puking, I don't know. What if you puke into the tar? Am I supposed to figure out some sort of logical thing that makes sense, or is there going to be some sort of hint somewhere that tells me about what to do with the tar? I don't know, but I do want to see what this fishing bait says. Stingy. You are not immune to death mosquito bites, and the fish here aren't immune to this attack. Does that mean fishing the tar pit? In other words, the waters off the plains got their own fish. You are not immune to death mosquito bites in the fish. To this snack. I don't know if they're it's just some kind of. Is it supposed to be sort of a hint there, or some kind of they're just kind of making a point, making what they think is clever. All right, so let's grab some bait. I hear a cat meowing because it's being neglected by its owner. That old story. Okay, let's get some more frost arrows. Those are working out fine. That's not enough dang frost arrows. Let's go boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Hey, give me my frost arrows. I think I need wood. Obsidian and what? Oh. Oh. dumbass. I took that thinking it was... Okay. Ça suffit. A cat wants my attention. I can't say I blame her. I mean, she deserves to have her emotional needs met, you know? One of those things. Okay, let's just get rested so we have that extra minute and a half. Look, that's a number 2 size giant herring. That's a cave fish thing. Come here. She's saying, I'm gonna barf on your shorts. I'm gonna barf on your shorts. No, not my shorts. I have learned that if you have a cat, if you don't want barf on something, don't have a cat. No, but you have to. Anything on the floor that I think, I don't want barf on that, I will pick up. So it kind of forces you to keep things tidy. What? Come here. If you sit up on the bed, you can hang out with me. All right, here. Is this why? It's fine. She's cute. She's actually a really nice cat. Someone would be very happy to have this cat. She's quite charming, but she, you know, like all cats, they don't know that filming video game videos for YouTube, they didn't evolve doing that. They were Commodore 64 animals, and that died off years ago. Okay. So we're probably going to have some death mosquitoes, but I did want to do just a little decorating. Oh, yeah. You know what's up. You know what's up. All right. But the fishing stuff, fuck it. We'll bring it. I mean, I kind of need the inventory space open. Look at all that. But, okay, maybe if I just... Yeah. We'll eat some of that food that's not... No reason to be precious with that shite. Okay. All right, let's get rid of the... we'll keep the wishbone. It's not really... Oh, there's one. Show yourself. Show yourself. They mate for life, by the way. And for death. Death delivered by me. Okay. Should we go fishing? Right. If I didn't find that bait, I mean, I might have thought of it eventually, but it is very plausible that they want me to go fishing in the tar pits. Maybe I'll find an old boot. Oh, got some mosquitoes. Oh, shit. It's way close by. Coming at me, even. Bam. Can't see. Yeah, it's hard to see. Nailed them both. Okay. Wiggle my thing around. I still haven't really tried out my oscillating fan idea for creating a cat toy that moves on its own. Plays with the cat. So here, let's try this. Think this will work? I was gonna dig at it, maybe. Maybe get it. Bubbles. Some monster gonna come jumping out? It moved. I was gonna reel it in. I mean, that moves it. I don't know if this is what it's supposed to. Does that make it bigger? Yeah. Does it drain it? It looks like it's draining. Oh. Okay, so that's how you let those fuckers out. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Where are you? Show yourself. Growth. Oh god, they really fucking fire that. Oh no, there's locks up there too. This is bad. And I'm poisoned. Oh shit. No. Is it gonna fight it? Okay, good. It's fighting it. Yeesh. Okay, so you can drain it. I mean, I was gonna try that. I really like the fishing idea though, but it seems like what you're fishing for is just those things. And there's probably some cool shit at the bottom. All right, let's see how these guys like fire. Since he's made out of flammable material. Get him in the face. Pop one of those yellow eyeballs. Okay, actually, yeah, this is also stupid. I've been going in here with... Yeah, that's dumb. That's not very high. That's where the puke berry comes in, where you want to cleanse your belly to reset your food. My mom just talks about her cat, how much she loves her cat all the time. And it's great. I don't want her to not love her cat. I just wish I was like the type of person that wanted to just hang out and talk with a 70-something-year-old lady about our cats. I want to be like, oh yeah. I genuinely wish I was. I just can't. I can't fake it. I'm like, yeah, my cat's still alive. She's alive. You know, every day. And she's a nice cat. Get him, Grayling. Uh-oh. I don't think the Grayling survived that one. All right. So the question is, how many? Man, all this stuff. How many? You know what? Let's just go back real quick. Let's make it a quick. Oh. This has a kind of a long string on it, so it's not like dangling. She's most active between like 8. So her routine, she likes to wake me up at... Although, to be fair, I'm kind of in and out of sleep. I don't necessarily sleep all night, but we usually have a cuddle session or somewhere between 3:30 and 6, sometimes a little after 6. It's been a while since I've slept through a whole night. And ding ding, don't need that. I tried fishing it. I'm still very curious though. And God, I hate it when she meows. She's got the whiniest meow. Meow. It sounds like it just like feels. It's like having a disappointment dispenser. And I am disappointing her. I mean, I'm not saying there's. I should probably hang up this video game. But yeah. So then usually she sleeps then till 10ish. I usually leave food out for her all day, so she usually gets up and chows a little bit, but she doesn't bark. She doesn't go crazy with it. Okay, now we got a little bit more space, I think. 10 minutes of rest. Let's just get back. That's so valuable to have that rested. But so between around 10:30 or so, she'll get up. And no, it's all tangled up. Okay. And like, if you're a cat person, this is a great cat. If you like want to play with a cat, I just don't want to fucking play with a cat. And then she's fun to play with. She likes to. We put a towel. She's real big on the towel. If she sees a towel, she likes to lay on the towel. She does a lot of bunny kicks. And I offer her a lot of affection. It's not like I'm cold. I feel like I'm being a total piece of shit right now. But if you want a cat, it's a fucking awesome cat, and you don't mind the dealing with the stress of having to go have her nails clipped or doing that yourself. You know, all the stuff that. And then all the stuff that cats entail. I think we gotta cook some onions. Oh, there's some onions. Good. All right. Rested. It's just one of those like. It's just I just get stressed about it. It just rattles around in my head. There's days obviously where it's better, and actually these last several months have been far better than the first 6. I was pretty stressed about it. So I'll like lay in bed and toss the string around, and James, the roommate, is nuts about her. He gets what I want too, but because of our bedroom situation, like her food and water and litter box are in my room. I'm like, dude, let's switch rooms. You can have this room, and then you can deal with her all day long. Because I would feel shitty actually at this point getting rid of the cat, because James and they've got a bond. Took a while, but they finally connected. She's kind of skittish. She's been so does it like bleed out into the surrounding land, I wonder? Oh god, why am I running so recklessly? God, and my health is low. Oh, there's a guy. Mosquito check. I forgot to pick up the tar over there. Shit. That was an accident. Boom. Step into my office. Are you level? Oh god. Oh god. Okay, we're gonna let him hit and then just go to town. Okay. Got the block, getting the rhythm down. So does it release? Oh man. Who's he fighting with? The mosquito? I thought it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, so there's bubbles, which I guess I'm going to take that to mean there's more in there. This fool's not slowing down, man. I think I just have to risk it. No, it is. Although, it could be useful with that. Yeah, it's tricky. You got to get close, but you get close, you get bit. You almost need to build a wall, dig a channel, like a gate. Like if the wall is then your flip a switch. It's kind of a mining process, isn't it? But you're risking. My health is super low. All right, we'll do this another day. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the point is here that I'm taking over this town, and hopefully we find some items that are fun. It's no sense getting... All right, so there's a big boy over there. Boom. And then he's frozen for a little bit so you can keep popping at him. Getting one of those trophies would be pretty cool. Berserker. He's mad. Give me the head. Give me the head. Look at the hand sticking up. All right, let's go down here. Hey, dude. This is one of those stick throwers. All right. Sweet. Tons of metal. And I know I can get some smelting stuff going. It's a different smelter. Yeah, that's right. There's barley and stuff. All right, buddy. Are you the last one? Just a couple more. How about we just do you real quick? 1, 2, 3. There's another one coming. Oh, one of those shamans. Did that take him out? Looks like it. All right. Okay, I don't hear anything. Barley wine base fire barley. Yeah, I remember doing some of that stuff. Okay. Can't say for sure yet, but yeah, I hear more. All right. Okay. Damn, there's locks over there. Locks of love. It's freaking nighttime, man. I think I need to just put a whatchamacallit up here. A little nervous about level 1s, but big hit. Second big hit. Hitting him with a frost arrow stops him, and you can get him twice. That's a big deal. God damn it. Oh shit. That might be like night patrol noises. Flax. But those... Okay, where you at? Where you at? Oh, there he is. And a trophy. This must be their city hall. All right. Building up lots of stuff. Oh, there's one. Oh. This homie likes to just launch at. Launches. He's got a... Do they have a separate trophy? All right. Other than night patrols, I think we're cleared. Just heard one. Okay. Let's burn some locks down. The pike run over here and mess me up. So let's eat. Yeah, that's good. It's gonna just come crashing into where I'm sitting. Okay. Sometimes they run off and they don't necessarily make it back to your... So I like growing barley and stuff. That's like a whole farming thing going on here. But I don't know if I need to do it right here. I feel like I could pick a different spot. I don't think I need to. I think it's just a matter of like farming out the prepping. Oh shit. Get a little too comfortable. I mean, it's just farm. It's just like easy to do. But I really want to drain that tar pit. There's also a way to smelt these. Still over? Okay. It's an idle thing. I do recall this. Okay, keep your eyes on the falling totem. That's it. I was expecting a bunch of recipes. Okay. What? Oh, the coins have a weight. Barley has weight? Give me a break. All right. I need to dump the coins. No. We don't need the coins. We can come back. We will be back. And I won't have the weight to carry the all right. Well. Okay. How does that sound, guys? What do you think? We'll just pause it here and pick it up another day. I don't know if I'm going to resume recording from here. I kind of want to settle in a little bit. I feel like that's not something I can sustain right now. And if there's enough, this is such an optimistic statement. If enough people eventually say, yo, I want to see the entire story, like I definitely would do that, but I'm going to kind of let that, ow, my wrist. I bent my wrist. You know, I hope people don't feel like I'm leaving them out of the story. I kind of like doing like a full on playthrough. I've done a bunch of those on SuckProfessor in the last years, but yeah, that's fun. I want to make sure the cat feels satisfied that she gets her ruthless, bloodthirsty instincts satisfied, as she must every day. She must, much like humans, must feel some sense of respect and autonomy and community support, which most of us sort of get, maybe, not really. Cats also have to maybe not really catch a mouse, but they seem quite satisfied if they're just chasing shit around the room with a tiny little bell thingy. Okay. Been a pleasure. Patreon.com/winners and losers. Thanks for tuning in. World's kind of scary and fucking weird and terrifying right now. And don't beat yourself up because you can't fix everything and take breaks from the internet. You having a worse day does not fix the issue, nor should you feel guilty. Right? You're not obligated to just suffer, but definitely, if you have the capacity, speak up where you can and, stay true to principles, man, because shit is going really fucking haywire. These Western societies are violent and terrifying, and just the way the media. Okay, that's stuff for this show, I guess. So, yeah, but you're allowed to care about yourself. Sometimes people don't even realize that that's something you could be given permission to do. As if I'm the guy to get any fucking advice from. Bye-bye. See you later. I'm probably going to keep playing. So when we come back to the game, I'm more than likely going to have some more progress. I'm not going to continuation it right now. For videos, I mean. And other than that, bye-bye. See you later. Meow. Bye-bye. Meow, meow. Yeah, meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. She looked at me.